Hello, yes, it's Kels again, Kels Blogs, and I'd like to do a part 2 to my video because children are home from school today and they got in the way. So, okay, then she started, so then back to the topic of the angry black man. She starts dogging him out in the house. Her and her friends, and it's not a good look. So then he reminds her, he says, "Excuse me, why you dogging me out in a house that I paid for? Because I paid for this house. I paid for everything up in here. Paid for the furniture, paid for the house. Made sure you are set. I pay my child support on time, give you spousal support and everything that you need. I make sure our kids are well clothed, well fed, well taken care of. If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be living the kind of lifestyle that you wanted to live." And then she just looks at him, all angry, like she knows it's true, but she don't want to say that in front of her girlfriend because she was having too much of a time dogging him out. I am very sorry, but ladies, if you got an ex-husband and he taking care of everything you need, taking care of everything. I mean, you got spousal support, you got you got spousal support, and you got the what's that, child support, or you got just the child support and not the spousal support, then I can say you are doing very well. Especially if you live in a house that he paid for. House is all paid for. Everything paid for. The mortgage done. No mortgage on the house. All you gotta do is pay taxes. That's it. Then I say you got it going on. And what are you complaining about? I hate women who sit there and complain. What are you complaining about, sweetheart? When you got the good life. I could see if you had a horrible life where your man treated you like shit. He wasn't paying any child support. He ain't paid child support in like 20 years. He owe you $20,000. You still ain't seen it. Well, that's awful. Then I suggest you do have a right to dog your man now. Especially when he ain't seen the kids in like 4 years. He only see the kids on Christmas. That's why they when he come by bringing these expensive ass kids. Then he let children stay over at his house. What did he do? Had the children up all night eating ice cream. They come back with sore stomachs, and he talking about something. Oh, well, think y'all a little chaotic. No. You see, this is what I have a problem with. When you are a primary parent, and your secondary parent, who's barely there, comes around and wants to act like it's fun time. Oh, look how much fun time we having. No, it's not fun time. It's no fun time at all. I'm sorry, but when I have rules and regulations, I want you to follow them. And I don't want my son, my son has a father. He's barely there. But I don't want my son father having him in bed. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. He just now going to bed. No, I have strict rules. The strict rules in my house is that my son goes to bed at 9 o'clock. My son does not eat sweets before 8 o'clock. That means at 8 o'clock, sweets are done with. Because it's too close to bedtime. My son does not have drinks before bedtime because my son is still in the process of being potty trained. He hasn't got the whole thing yet. So no drinks before bedtime, no nothing. My son brushes his teeth, we read a story, he goes straight to bed. If my son is caught playing around and not in bed, my son will be severely punished. As far as being told to go to bed, and if he doesn't go to bed, he be getting a butt slapping with my hand. That's about as far as I go. If my son does not eat his vegetables, my son has 2 options. He can either stand in the corner and he can come back to his vegetables later on, or my son can go to bed early and he can come back to his vegetables the next day because we don't waste food in my house. But if you are a first-dairy parent and then you got a secondary parent coming in trying to act like it's jolly fun time, you need to set some rules and regulations. But back on my topic about things, if the man that you are seeing have already seen and now y'all divorcing, if he's treating your family well and you living in the lap of luxury, what the hell are you complaining about? I seen a story on Investigation Discovery. A man gave his wife $1 million for her spending habits because he knew she had bad spending habits. He gave her $1 million. Do you know she blew $1 million in a year? I'm sorry, but how do you blow $1 million in a year? I know $1 million doesn't go as far as it used to, but I know it goes pretty damn far. I know if I had $1 million, half of that would have been in the bank. It would have been in the bank collecting interest, sweetheart. I feel like so much interest on that it wouldn't have been funny. Because it would have just sat there in the bank, and I would have occasionally used it when I need to. And some of that money would have went to my business, the business that I help. I would have gave some of the money to my business partners so we can make this thing happen and get this business off the ground. You know how much advertising I could do in $1 million? Because I went to go look for advertising, and they said you gotta have 1,500 a week just to advertise a thing every single day. You know how much money that could be for me and my business? Business can take off. I could have a commercial on every channel with $1 million. But what freaks me out is that when you get a good man who you divorced because y'all didn't work out because you was playing around, playing these childish games because you could have respected that you had a good man, don't sit there and dog him out. No, don't dog him out. And damn sure don't dog him out in front of the children. You see, I don't talk, my son doesn't really know about his father. I don't talk about him. I try not to. The only reason why I talk about him is because he's not there. So there's nothing to talk about. When my son thinks of his dad, the only person he thinks of is his stepfather. That is it. He does not think of anybody else as his dad. That's who he's been calling daddy. That's who he knows as daddy. When my son gets a little bit older and understand, then I let him know that he has a dad. He has a dad. He's got brothers and sisters that he really doesn't know that he's met before, but doesn't really know. And we'll all get this thing started. And if he wants to pursue a relationship with his dad, he can do so. But I'm going to tell him straight up, his dad's not there. He's never been there. He hasn't really been there, he's just not there. He's not doing anything. Anything of a major importance that would matter to my son's life. I am doing everything. But I would never dog my son's father out to him. No matter how much of a bad father he is. I let him know that he's not really there, so I don't know what kind of relationship you're going to have. But I'm not going to sit there and say, that lying snake-ass piece of shit. He ain't doing nothing for you. He ain't done a damn thing for you. I know him motherfucker that's been there for you. Fuck him. Shit. You want your daddy? I got your damn daddy. No, I'm not doing all that. Because I don't feel that's right. I feel you should dog the parents out. But don't sit there and act like he Mr. Wonderful and perfect when he's not. Because my mama used to do that. She'd sit there and act like my father was Mr. Perfect when my father wasn't there. I only see my father twice, and I have no recollection of what he looks like. My father died when I was 13. I thought I could finally, one day I was supposed to go over his house to go see him, and apparently I found out he died of lung cancer. Now I talked to him on the phone more than 6 times, about 6 times or more. He said he was sick, but he wouldn't say what he was sick from. And I wish I would have pursued it more, but how could I pursue it when I didn't care? People say, how do you not care about your own dad? Well, I didn't know him. You can't care about a stranger. How do you care about somebody who wasn't there? But when you got a father that is there, is doing his job, let me badmouth him because you upset. No, the only reason why you upset is because you treated him like crap. He wouldn't fall for the okie doke, and he eventually left your ass. Because he got sick of the game plan you was doing. Because you thought he was supposed to stick around with this game plan. But what you really wanted was you wanted him to leave. You can say he was just like all the rest of the bastards that you dated. Or he just like everybody else. Because he left and they left. No, he left because you played games. That woman in that movie was playing games. She was playing real games. She wasn't being serious. She really didn't love him. She was playing around. That's why all the game plan, all the I'm gonna badmouth you in front of your father, in front of the kids. I'm gonna talk shit about you when you let me sleep in. I'm gonna make you late for appointments and things you gotta do because I'm upset because I just want to start an argument just to piss you off. Cause I know that that was your way of getting him to leave. So you can say it was just like all the rest of those slimy dudes you dated with. And then women, if that's what you're doing, and that's what you're doing to a man, if you playing games like that just to piss a man off so he can leave, that's all fine and dandy. But let me tell you this. One day you're gonna find a man who's not gonna take them games. You're gonna find a man that's gonna be so upset with them damn games that you're playing that one day he gonna smack the mess out of you. He gonna beat the hell out of you. He gonna have him and his sisters come over there and whoop your ass for all the game plans you doing. You'll be lying up in the hospital talking about why'd you get your ass beat. You gonna know why. Because you was sitting there playing games with a man and he got sick of the game playing. Or one day you're going to meet the best man you ever had, and you're going to lose him because you're sitting there playing these dumb-ass games. Don't play these games with men. No, don't do it. I know men do it, but women love doing this shit. Yeah, you got a terrible guy. Or you got several terrible guys. That's just fine. But I can't compare those guys to my new guy. My new guy, who I've been with for 3 years, is correct. He lets me sleep in on weekends. He takes care of my son when I need him to. He takes me to church. Make sure I get to all my appointments. Doctor's appointments, mental health appointments, all that. He worries about me. When I'm sad and I'm crying, he gives me a shoulder to cry on. He loves me. When we went out on dates, first dates, he paid, opened the car doors, all that. Yeah, he never once ever stood me up on a date, ever made commitments with me and stood me up and said, well, I'm not going to be able to make it. Blah, you know them games men play where they make plans with you and then all of a sudden they want to back out because they talked to you over they text messaged you a couple days earlier and found out that you weren't going to be giving it up to them, so now they changed their mind. It's like, come on now. But we ain't got time for all that. What we gonna do when we go out on our date? What do you think we gonna do? We're going to go on a date. We're going to eat food. And you're gonna take me back to my place, and I'm gonna go to bed. Unless you like to go out for drinks after the fact, because the place that we're going to eat, they don't serve alcohol. But then I'm going back home, sweetheart, and that's be the end of our date until you want another date. Then we can pick some other place to go. I don't feel like giving it up to you on the first date, and I don't have to. I can always wait and keep my dignity and self-respect. So you can know you was dealing with a classy lady and not some trampy whore. Yeah, because men play games too. They play games too. They just do it differently than women do. But women seem to play psychological games. Like all this, I'm going to fuck with your head shit. And I don't like all that. I don't agree with all that. You get a good decent man, treat him nicely. If he seems to be better than the rest, then treat him like he's better than the rest. Before you end up losing that man, you be like that sad, pathetic woman on Diary of a Mad Black Man sitting there dissing the man because now he got a new woman and things ain't, and you upset. And at the end of the movie, he didn't stay with that Caucasian woman. Obviously, things aren't working out between them because he ended up getting himself a nice African-American woman. I don't care who you date. I don't care if you one day white, black, whatever. I don't care. Green, purple, blue, brown. Hell, you can even come my husband, motherfucking alien. As long as that's what makes you happy. Because if it don't make you happy, if it don't make you happy, then it don't make me happy. And if it makes you happy, then I'm the happiest person for you. Because I want everybody to be happy. I don't want everybody sitting there miserable, stuck with somebody they don't want to be with. Because you upset, you miserable. I don't suggest killing that person because you upset and miserable and don't want to be with them. I suggest divorcing them and getting the hell on. Or getting the hell out of a relationship right now. If you are unhappy with somebody and the reason why you're unhappy because that person's a piece of crap, or because you just can't handle being in a relationship with a person so nice, because you're not used to all this, then dump them. That's what I say, dump them. Maybe you need to take a little time for yourself to figure out what you need to do to get your life in order. Because I feel you can't love somebody till you love yourself. And if you don't love yourself, how the hell you going to love that man? You're not. You're not going to love him. You will never love him. You read that song? Nobody can love you like I can. Well, that only works if you love yourself. If you love you and you happy with you, that's just fine. But if you're not happy with yourself, then you can't love nobody else. And I just want to know what you think in the comment section about this, because I always want to know my bloggers' opinions about